Greetings, salutations, respect, and love. I am Scott. You are in the Prog Corner. Today we start our Prog Year in Review series with Song of the Year. I'm really excited. I picked up 25 great tracks that clock in under 15 minutes because that is our break point between a song and an epic. The Chris Squire rules are in effect in the Prog Corner. So I have picked the 25 best prog rock songs of the year. I'm sure you guys are going to disagree, but let's just get right into it, shall we? Let's not waste any time. At number 25, we've got King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard and Lava off their album Ice, Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava. These guys put out 4 albums this year. All 4 of them are really cool, but I really like this track. It's got a really cool beat and a really good groove. You know how these guys do. They're awesome. At number 24, a band that dropped an album this year, and we weren't even expecting it. It's the Mars Volta. The lead-off track, the lead-off single was Blacklight Shine. I really like it. A lot of people were talking about how the Mars Volta went all Latin on this album. Yeah, there's exactly 2 songs with a Latin beat. This is one of them, and I really, really like it. It's a good album. The Mars Volta can do no wrong. At number 23, it's Jethro Tull, and Mine is the Mountain off the Zealot Gene, which came out earlier this year, the comeback record without Martin Barre. This is obviously the best song on the album. It's the one that really harkens back to earlier Jethro Tull eras, and it's really great. At number 22, we're going with Evership and Uncrowned, the penultimate track from their new album, The Uncrowned King, Act 2. This is an 8.5-minute song. The first 75% of it is going through the motions of telling the story of the 2 princes and the king is dead and who's going to get the crown. And then right around the 6-minute mark, there's a reprise of some themes from Act 1. It's powerful. It's great. I love Evership. At number 21, here's a song that is a standalone track. It's not attached to any album yet. It's Haken and Nightingale. This is the track that sees the return of their original keyboard player, Peter Jones. I guess Diego left the band, so they brought back their original keyboard player, so he's given a lot of room to do a lot. His keyboards are way up in the mix, and therefore this version of Haken prog metal, more prog than metal, and therefore it's on the list. At number 20, here's a weird one, a guy from Mexico. This is an album I just picked up recently. I don't know if it's going to make my top 25 or not, but it's fantastic. It's Greco Bastián. The album is With a Little Hell for My Friends, and there's a track on here called My First Metal Swing Set that is just so cool. It's short, but it really gives you an idea what this guy's all about. It's Ryo rock in opposition, but unlike a lot of rock in opposition where they seem to be opposing melody and any kind of earworms that, you know, the consumer might actually enjoy, Greco Bastián is actually thinking about his audience and crafting these bizarre avant-garde songs. Just amazing. At number 19, we're going to Poland and Fromaro. This is a band that put on an album way back in 1998. Then I guess they morphed into Millennium. They're back with a new album. Millennial's back with a new album. But this Fromaro album's really cool. It's called My World is Ending. It's Rizkard Kramarski. He's in both of those bands, and the song we're talking about is Records from My Shelf. Yeah, look up this YouTube video. It's a lot of fun. He's going through his record collection and name dropping every cool band he can think of. It's a lot of fun. At number 18, here's one that you know, are they prog? Are they not prog? I'm talking about the Deer Hunter and their new album, Antimai. The song I'm picking here is Ring 4 Patrol. It's got like this real, Tangerine Dream, keyboard-driven kind of thing going on. It doesn't sound like old Deer Hunter at all. He's doing something completely new on this album, creating a whole new universe with a whole new story. I hope he goes back and does some more along these lines. It's great. At number 17, it's Julia from DiVirgilio, Morse, and Jennings. The album was Troika. These 3 guys, you probably know who they are. You know, it's Nick DiVirgilio from Big Big Train, Neil Morris from Transatlantic, Ross Jennings from Haken. They got together to do a acoustic-y Crosby, Stills, and Nash influenced singer-songwriter album, but it's fantastic. I love all three of those guys' voices, so yeah, it's great. Maybe someday they'll actually do a live show. Apparently, these three guys have never even been in the same room together. At number 16, from the Flower Kings, off their new album, By Royal Decree. It's A World Gone Crazy, the second track on the new album. It's fantastic. It's got a lot of intricate stuff going on for a short-ish song. Both Royna and Hasse Froberg deliver great vocal performances, but all five members of the band are just really in high spirits. They're having a lot of fun. I love the Flower Kings, and that track is great. At number 15, it's Black Country, New Road, and Basketball Shoes. Yeah, I went back and forth about whether or not to include Black Country New Roads in my top 25 album list. Where do I draw the line between prog and non-prog, right? Well, I'm including this because I'm not doing a non-prog song list. Basketball Shoes was a song that Black Country New Road had in their set list for a while, so long-term fans are really excited that there was a version of this song actually making it onto their second album. Isaac Wood, the lead singer, no longer in the band, so I am really interested to see what album number 3 from these cats sound like. I love Black Country New Road. At number 14, we're going to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and it's Glass Hammer and The Years Roll By off their brand new album At the Gate. This is the very first song. It's an up-tempo song. It's great. It's a rousing number. Hannah Pryor's vocals sound great. Steve and Fred down there in Chattanooga just doing their thing. This is the third album in the trilogy that they had working on that they were going on. I can't remember the name of it. It's some weird name. He's got a comic book or graphic novel attached to it too. It's awesome. At number 13, we're going back to South London and Black Midi with 27 Questions, the final song off their great Hellfire album. What a great, cool track. It's just so weird, it's scary and dangerous and tritony. And then you've got the middle section where Dude Man is asking all these questions about life. It's just great. It's so much fun. Do nuns fornicate? Do scientists pray? Come on. He didn't get around to all 27 questions before he croaked, but there were some good ones in there. At number 12, we're going to Finland, and it's Von Hertzen Brothers off the album Red Alert in the Blue Forest, and the first single that dropped off of that album was a song called All of a Sudden You're Gone. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It takes its sweet time to get going, but once it gets there, wow, what a payoff. Yeah, Von Hertzen Brothers. Pretty sure they're going to be in my top 25 album of the year list. At number 11, it's Rosalie Cunningham off the album Two Piece Puzzle, and the song is Fossil Song, the final song on the album. It's a terrific tune. I really, really enjoy the whole album. I really wanted to pick a song off this album, and it was not easy, so I went with my favorite, which was Fossil Song. I love Rosalie Cunningham. I loved Ipso Facto. I love Person. Her two solo albums are both great. Now we're getting into the top 10. The 10 best prog rock songs under 15 minutes of 2022, and it's Comedy of Errors and the title track for their new album Time Machine. I talked about this track a little bit when I did the album review. Just stunning, just absolutely gorgeous. Oh wow, I could talk all day about just how beautiful this song is, how great the chord progression is, how fantastic that little middle section in French is. I adore this song. I love this album. Comedy of Errors, fantastic. At number 9, another album that's gonna get some real attention when I do my top 25. It's Kaprekar's Constant, and the album is The Murder Wall. And I had all kinds of problems trying to figure out which song off of this album to include, because there are like 10 or 12 perfect songs on here, man. Just perfect. I ended up picking Another Man's Smile. I love it. It starts out like a jangle pop song, like something that might be on Flying Nun Records in New Zealand, like it's The Clean or something. But then it turns into this beautiful song with this great melody. I just adore it. Kaprekar's Constant. Unbelievable. At number 8, it's the American Fernando Perdomo. Yes, and his song Out to Sea 4 theme. Yeah, he's got 4 Out to Sea albums. They're all fantastic records. I really like them a lot. Part 4 might be the best of the 4. Part 1 is great. Part 2 was a little down for me. Part 3 was super. This 4th part of Fernando Perdomo's Out to Sea series, fantastic. We really need a vinyl release for all four of those, man. Make that happen, Fernando. At number 7, we're kind of going outside the traditional capital P prog realm for this again. And You Will Know Us by the Trail of Dead and the song Golden Sail off their new album. 11, Bleed Here Now, their best album by far. Every song is a keeper, but Golden Sail just has this wonderful feeling, this atmospheric thing that's going on all through it. It's so gorgeous and so beautiful when it changes up at the midway point. I'm all in on the ambient drone kind of atmospherics on this track. It just takes me all kinds of places. I love And You Will Know Us by the Trail of Dead, and this song is just incredible. At number 6, it's a track by Crippled Black Phoenix, the second song off their new album Banefire, and it's Wyches and Basterdz. This song is awesome. I just love this whole album. Talk about a trip, man. I was not expecting to like this album as much as I did. Yeah, it's a little front-loaded for my taste. To me, all the good stuff is in the front half of the album, and Wyches and Basterdz is the best song here, probably the best song they ever did. I love it. It's fantastic. Now we're getting into the top 5, boys and girls, and this stuff is all fantastic. At number 5, it's the Blackheart Orchestra with The Warning off their brand new album, Hotel Utopia. This is a gorgeous song, man, with such a beautiful melody. I just can't get enough of this track. I really, really can't. It tells the story of global warming and how man is just ruining this planet. It's a good message to be telling, folks. At number 4, let's see how bad I can butcher the name of this song. It's a tune from Banco del Motoro Soccorso and is Non Mi Spaventa Puis l'Amor off the album Orlando Le Forme dell'Amor. Oh, man. Banco is back, boys and girls, and I just love this song. It's like a tango. It just makes me want to put a rose between my teeth and dance around with my wife. It's just so cool and so much fun. And just when you think it's just a folky kind of thing, they run into all kinds of proggy little changes at the end. It's amazing. Man, Banco is so good. I'm so glad they're back. Oh, the top 3 are fantastic, boys and girls. At number 3, it's Marillion and Murder Machines. Wow, what a great single this was off a great, great album. It hits all the right notes for me. It's telling all the right stories for 2022. And yeah, there's some people who complain that H is maybe a little too left-leaning in his political rants on this album and probably on Fear before it, but I don't care, as long as you're doing music this good, I don't care if you're on the right or on the left. It don't matter to me, man. Just write great music with interesting lyrics. Wow, Marillion has certainly done that over the years, and it is no different here with their latest album, and Murder Machines was the single off it that just blew my mind. At number 2, it's the return of Porcupine Tree and Harridan, the opening track off Closure Continuation. That bass guitar line just gets your blood pumping, gets you really motivated and like, wow, Porcupine Tree's back, boys and girls. And yeah, it's a great lead-off track to a great record. I really do like the whole album, but Harridan is fantastic. I was going to put the last song on the album, Chimera's Wreck, on there, but Harridan just kind of gets under my skin just a little bit more. What a great record. What a great band. Steven Wilson and Gavin Harrison and Richard Barbieri. Unbelievable. But hey, I've got number 1 in my hand right here, boys and girls. What is it going to be? It's Ryo Okumoto and Chrysalis. Oh, this song threw me for a loop. The lead vocals on this song are by none other than Randy McStein, who, as you might know, just got off the road as a touring member of Porcupine Tree. He's having a good year, isn't he, man? I mean, Randy McStein's his star is shining bright these days. Ryo enlists Doug Wimbesh from Living Color on bass on this track. It is so gorgeous. It starts out almost like a track off a Trespass or Nursery Crime or something with the gentle flute and everything. But then Randy starts singing and his voice is just killing it, man. He is so good. I mean, I like those McStein Minimum records. He did 2 with him, and he also worked with Jonas Rheingold and Nick DiVirgilio in a band called The Fringe. That was pretty good. But man, I have become a Randy McStein super fan because of this one song, boys and girls. Chrysalis, the best song I've heard all year. Yeah, it is my song of the year, and it's not even close. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at epics of the year. Those tracks that are 15 minutes or longer, and that is really where prog rock gets exciting for me. Anyway, we were just starting out with the prog year in review, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great week. I'm glad you guys are here with me. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, or don't. I don't care either way. It's all about the prog rock. It's not about me. It's not about this channel. It's about the music, y'all. Anyway, I'll see you freaks tomorrow with Epic of the Year. Anyway, I am Scott. Peace in the Middle East, and God save the King.